Hey floralpreneurs, it's Alison Ellis of realflowerbusiness.com with another quick tip for you today. This one is on gladiolas, as you may have already figured out by me holding this sword flower like this. If you don't know, I've got two quick tips for you on gladiolas. One is I'm going to show you how to wire a gladiola. I love to use individual blooms from time to time. They can be beautiful in like bouquet work. I mean, obviously they would like be beautiful for hair flowers as well. And my bride this week actually loves gladiolas. They're special to her family, so I'm gonna wire some for her bouquet. So we can wire gladiolas, but another tip if you don't know, because oftentimes we get glads and they're just not really open, something called apical dominance, okay? This is like the top of a plant or a tree. When you snip it off, it helps force the side buds to open up. If you think about a spray rose, that's sort of how a spray rose happens, right? They cut out the center bud and it forces the side shoots to bloom. So same thing with your glads. If you get in glads, usually they're like super duper tall, like way taller than you need them, and they have this unopened top. Take that top off, snap it right off. You can not even like see really, obviously I broke it off, but when it's in an arrangement, you won't be like, oh, look, that broken tip. But what you will say is, wow, look at those beautiful open glads, because we have taken it and made it easier to open up simply by taking the top off. So that's my quick tip on glads, and I'll show you how to wire a glad in a sec. Hey floralpreneurs, it is I, Alison Ellis of realflowerbusiness.com with a quick tip on wiring glads. So first I'm going to pluck my glad right off of the stem. Then I'm going to clean up these sepals at the bottom here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hairpin wire right through the center of the bloom, just for complete efficiency. I'm going to show you how I do that from start to finish. So I start with a wire, right, your traditional boutonniere corsage wire, and I'm just going to bend it over my knife so that I get a really nice, like, try to make sure you can see that, really nice hairpin there. I'm going to leave it long because I'm going to use these for bouquet work. And so then I'm just going to go straight down through the center. Make sure, obviously, that I'm not ripping too big of a hole in my flower. Sorry, I'm doing my best to make sure you can see. Okay, so I'm coming through. I'm going to pull it down. So it's in there. It's in there. Then I'm just going to tape it up just like I would any other boutonniere or corsage. And then from here, what I'll probably do is spray them with like a whole bunch of water, frankly. I might even like put them in the cooler to try to get them to just sort of toughen up a little bit, condition a little bit. And then I will use them in my bouquet work. And what I will do, probably, I might leave them like this and, work them into the design. But what I can also do is just take a stem from another flower, like a rose or something, and just then tape this to that stem. So then I have like a nice turgid stem that I can work with when placing them, and they're not quite as floppy and delicate. But there are times when you do want it to be floppy and delicate. The main reason for me to wire it to another stem is so that then I'm not cutting wires when I go to like snip the bottoms of my stems. I'm very retentive about my tools, and I don't like to use my clippers to cut wire. So anyway, that's sort of one reason why I might wire it, aside from, keeping it strong and tall, is so that also my tools don't go cutting wires when I want them to cut stems. Anyway, that's how I will do this, and I hope you like my quick tip. If you have never wired a glad before, I highly recommend you try it. They really can be so beautiful, and it's not always easy to use like a big, tall gladiola, but when you can turn it into something like dainty and sweet, it really does have this orchid-like quality to it. They're really very beautiful, and you can re-explore flowers that you already know and love and work with them in different ways. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep doing beautiful work, and I'll see you next time.